Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Now, let's begin with chapter 4, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Children, do you have good memory? Have you ever forgotten something? Yes, we may forgot something, but forgetting a part of your life completely may drive you crazy. In this chapter, a person named Bipin Babu goes nearly crazy because he cannot recollect his stay at Ranchi. He says he has never been to Ranchi, but witnesses are there who shows his presence to the Ranchi. So we will find out the suspense all about. A person named Bipin Babu used to visit Kali Charan's in New Market to buy books on every Monday when he was back from his work. Kali Charan is the name of that bookshop. He used to buy at least 5 books at a time, like crime stories, ghost stories, thrillers, etc. And he used to read that books throughout the week because he lives alone and he did not like to mix with anybody, any friend or any other relative. And he did not like to spend time in idle chatting also. Now, today at Kali Charan's, Bipin Babu had feeling that someone is observing him from very close quarters. He turned around and found a man looking at him with a round face, meek looking man who now broke into a smile. Meek means quiet or humble. I don't suppose you recognize me. Have you met me before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudru Falls in Ranchi in 1958. My name is Parimal Ghosh. Now the Bipin Babu realized that it was not he, but that man is making mistake because he says he had never been to Ranchi. He had been at a point of going many times, but he never did it. Bipin Babu smiled and asked, "Do you know who I am?" The man raised eyebrows and said, "Do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary?" Bipin Babu replied, "Still you are making a mistake. I had never been to Ranchi." The man now laughed aloud. He asked, "What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hudru and cut your right knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Netherth the next day. But you couldn't because of the pain in your knee. Can't you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time?" asked Bipin Babu. "Yes, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by Bawarchi," replied that man. Bawarchi means cook. He asked Bipin Chaudhary that, "Do you remember that argument about the moon landing? And I will tell you more also that you always carry a bag of books with you." Bipin Babu spoke quiet, his eyes still on the books. Bipin Babu asked him that in which month in year 58 you are talking about. That man said October. "No sir, in that month I spent puja in Kanpur with my friend," said Bipin Babu. "Still you are making mistake. Goodbye," said Bipin Babu to that man. But that man was not ready to go. He was telling him more things Like we had tea on one evening, you lost your wife 10 years before, your brother is in incense. Incense means not mentally well. Because of your brother, you have not visited hospital, mental hospital of Ranchi. But Bipin Babu paid for the books and left the shop. But that strange man was still looking at Bipin Babu in utter disbelief. Utter disbelief means with complete surprise. Now we will start with part 2 of the chapter. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in the Bertram Street by Lighthouse Cinema, and he told his driver to drive by the Ganga. The Bipin Babu was upset because he had paid too much attention to the words of that person. Now he is talking with himself. He says that no question about it because I have never been to the Ranchi. It is unconceivable for the Bipin Babu. Unconceivable means unacceptable that he has visited before 6 to 7 years ago, but he is not able to remember, though he had an excellent memory. He was in shock now, in very big confusion that what is going on, how I can lost this memory, because he is working daily in his office properly in a very big firm, and he is doing very responsible job there. But he was thinking that the strange mensch was knowing all things about him, like about his wife, about his brother, all the personal things, all the personal details he was knowing. But Bipin Babu says in 58 during the pujas he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bagaji. Suddenly he remembered that Haridas has left with his wife for the Japan some weeks ago. Bipin Babu was fully aware that he has been never to the Ranchi. But still Bipin Babu was in discomfort. So he thought to roll up his trouser and take a look at his right knee. And yes, there was a mark of an old inch long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury was occurred. By seeing that cut on his knee, he started to recall all the accidents in his life, but he had found out nothing. Then Bipin Babu thought to talk to the Dinesh Mukherjee about this trip, because he lived quite near in Bennington Street. But then he thought, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation about Ranchi? And he knew how ruthless Dinesh was, and Dinesh sarcasm could be. Ruthless means heartless, cruel, and sarcasm means tane dena. Now he reached home and taking rest in his air condition. And he was thinking that why he is listening to anyone's story. And he relaxed for some time. After taking dinner, he started reading thrillers which he had brought from the new market. Next day again he went to the office and noticed that every hour is passing like a more time. The previous day's encounter, the previous day's things were going on in his mind again and again. He thought, if the man knew so much about me, then how could he make such a mistake about the trip of Ranchi? In this way, continuously he was thinking about that trip, that things which that man had told to him. Now finally he decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee because he thought it was better way to settle down his question over the phone call. He thought it is better to call Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee because at least on the phone call the Dinesh Mukherjee would not able to see the embarrassment on his face. And he dialed the number 235616 and asked, "Hello, is that Dinesh Mukherjee? This is Bipin here." And they started their conversation. And the Bipin Babu asked him a question what he want to ask. Dinesh Mukherjee told, "I'll check my diary and I'll tell you." And the moment was a silent. Bipin Babu was waiting for his answer. He said, "In February, I was in the Krishna Nagar to my nephew's wedding. But in the Ranchi trip, you was there with me. But why are you saluting this?" Saluting means investigating this all things. By listening this, Bipin Babu slammed the receiver. Slammed means patak dena. Now listening this, he was in more confusion. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he didn't eat them. And he had lost his appetite. Appetite means hunger. Now continuing with the third part of the chapter. After lunch, Bipin Babu realized that he is not able to sit on the same desk and able to work on which he was working from last 25 years with the same firm. And he had reputation of good worker of the firm. He is back at home at 2:30 and lay down on the bed. Now he was thinking that it is not possible to lose memory through any injury. And it is not possible that someone remembering everything except one particular incident. At 7:30 in the evening, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, "Chunni Babu, sir." And he says it's very important. Chunni Babu had come to him to see about his job. Chunnilal has been at school with him. He was his old friend, school friend. But Bipin Babu knew that to do for him anything is not possible. And he told him also. Firstly, Bipin Babu was not ready to meet Chunilal, but as the servant stepped out of the room, Bipin Babu was ready to meet him because he thought that might be Chunilal remembered something about 58's trip. And he thought there was no harm in asking him about 58's trip. Bipin Babu hurried down the steps and he saw that Chunilal was about to leave. But seeing Bipin Babu, he turned around hopefully and said, "Listen, Chunni, I was to ask you something. You have a good memory," said Bipin Babu. Said Bipin Babu, "Throw your mind back and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 58? Chunilal said, 58? It must have been 58, or was it 59? He made Bipin Babu more confused. And both are discussing about the trip of Ranchi. "Bipin, have you taken any drugs or something? As far I know, you had a clean record in such things," said Chunilal. "Old friendship doesn't mean much to you, But your memory is good. You can't really mean that you have forgotten the trip to Ranchi, said Chunni Lal. Do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunni Lal. Of course, you worked in a travel agency, replied Bipin. I, who fixed up your railway booking for Ranchi, said Chunni Lal. And one of the fan in your compartment was not working. I got an electrician to fix it. Do you remember this? Asked Chunni. Or have you forgotten everything? Said Chunni Babu. Bipin Babu sighed and shook his head and said, I have been working too hard for many hours. That must be the reason. So I'll consult a specialist. Bipin Babu's condition made Chunni Lal leave without mentioning anything about his job. Now Bipin Babu thought to consult Paresh Chanda for his loss of memory. Paresh Chanda was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and sharp nose. Now Bipin Babu thought something is going really wrong and he have to consult any physician for this thing. Only the physician can find out the way. Here comes Paresh Chanda. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Look, Dr. Chanda, said Bipin Babu desperately, you must cure me of his horrible illness. I can't tell you how it is affecting my work, said Bipin Babu. Dr. Chanda said, I had never deal with such case as yours and it is quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know it will work or not, but it's a worthy try. It can do no harm, said Dr. Chanda. He said you must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode had slipped out of your mind. What I suggest is once again you visit Ranchi, said Dr. Chanda. And he has prescribed one tonic and some medicines to the Bipin Babu and said sleep is essential. Now Bipin Babu felt better. Next morning after breakfast he rang up his office, gave some instructions and then procured a first class ticket for Ranchi for the same evening. Procured means he had got that ticket with little difficulty. Now continuing with part 4 of the chapter. Getting off the train at Ranchi next morning, he realized that he had never been to Ranchi. He come out of station, took taxi and drove to the whole town. But he realized that the streets, buildings and hotels, bazaars are new for him. And he arranged for a car and left for Hudru in the afternoon. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of picnickers discovered Bipin Babu laying unconscious beside a boulder. Boulder means a huge rock. When they came around, Bipin Babu firstly said, I am finished. There is no hope left. And next morning, Bipin Babu was back in the Calcutta. He realized that there was truly no hope for him. And soon he will lose all the things like his confidence, his ability, his balance of mind, and was going to end up in the asylum. Asylum means mental hospital. Coming back home, he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. And after freshen up, he got into the bed with a ice bag on his head. Just then the servant brought him a letter which someone has left in the letter box. A greenish envelope with his name in a red ink on that envelope. Above the name it said urgent and confidential. Being in a bad condition, but the Bipin Babu has feeling to go through that letter. He tore open an envelope and took out the letter. And he started to read the letter. I had no idea that richness would bring change in you, and it was so difficult for you to help your friend in the down condition. I have no money, so my resources are limited. What I have imagination that you will help me in my bad condition was wrong. Well, you will be right again now. A novel I have written is being considered by a publisher. If he likes it enough, I'll see me through the next few months. This was written in that letter. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, I am alright now. A unique case, said Dr. Chanda. I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal. The reason why I call you, said Bipin Babu, is that I have pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. If you could prescribe a painkiller to me. Here we complete our chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Now I will summarize the chapter in short. Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory is a humorous story about a man, Bipin Chaudhary. He is the protagonist of the story who thinks he is sick. He meets people who tell him about an incident which he does not remember at all. The whole story follows all the events and his journey to find out the truth. I hope you understood and enjoyed the chapter. Thank you.